I came back home after 6 weeks and found that my wife had gotten a tattoo of her guy friend's name on her neck because he's unaliving of cancer. She wants us to pause our marriage, wait till they are done, then continue our life together like nothing happened. DW, mentions of self-delete. My wife of 4 years got a tattoo recently with her best friend who has a very aggressive type of bone cancer. She didn't discuss it with me at all. Just did it while I was on a training mission. Came home Monday morning to her with his name tatted on her neck with a Pokemon. I have not returned home since I saw it. I have been sleeping in the barracks. I am honestly thinking about just filing for divorce. Am I wrong? Edit. I have heard from a few of my neighbors that she basically moved him in for the 6 weeks I was away on a training mission. And left a few days before I returned. She is refusing to even discuss it. All she keeps saying is it has nothing to do with me and her. Update. She was served divorce papers yesterday at our previous home together. She thought it would be a good idea to involve both our families without giving them a reason or context. Just that I filed for divorce after I got home from my last training mission. So, as the parents called, I told them about the tattoo and her moving him in, while I was gone. And let them deal with her. Some more info from the comments. When I first saw her, I asked her what she did. And she said I got a Pokemon tattoo and showed me. I saw his name on her neck, and I just went quiet and picked up my bags and walked back on base. Went and saw my CO and had a drink with him. Spoke with my CO about it. He said I should just let JAG handle the paperwork. And he will have me in a new duty station by Monday. He said a man can't live with that level of disrespect. And I agree with him. It hurts that she turned me down last year about getting matching tattoos to just get one with her Pokemon Go buddy. But it's not the tattoo, is the complete disrespect and disregard that it's a constant symbol of. Update. Got all my ducks in a row, as they say. Sat down and spoke with my future ex-wife. She honestly expects me to just step aside and let her play house with her friend. Pause our marriage, wait till they are done, then continue our life together like nothing happened. I can't live with her plan, so getting divorced. Wasted nearly 6 years on her already, not wasting any more of my life on her. Will be in my new duty station by the end of June. A fresh start I hope, and put all this behind me. Some more info from the comments. OP about how has his wife tried to reconcile. She has been endlessly trying to just communicate with me. After she failed to contact me personally, she went to her parents and siblings, and when that failed, she started contacting friends and people in my unit. Spouses of people in my unit. She is absolutely relentless. And it's always the same bullshit about how this is just temporary because he is not long for this earth. And I would do the same thing for a terminally sick friend. OP about what does her family say about everything? No, they are not at all pleased. At first, her parents came at me because all she told them was I left her out of the blue after returning from a training mission. I told the truth about how she got a neck tattoo with her friend's name and had him living in our house while I was on my training mission. Final update. This morning, my commanding office pulled me from a training flight to inform me of my wife's passing away, and got me on a flight back to North Carolina. Should arrive at my parents' house in about 8 hours. A month ago, I filed for divorce and changed duty stations and cut her completely out of my life. I didn't want to hear how this thing with her friend James was temporary and how our marriage would go back to normal after he passed. I am not or anything like that, but I am profoundly saddened. I keep thinking how 6 months ago we were happy and in love. And now she took her own life when I just didn't accept what she was doing for a friend who was dying from cancer. I am riddled with self-doubt and blaming myself for her actions. Thinking about everything, and our parents had been friends for decades, that is now dead in the water, another victim of her delusion. I know these were all her choices but still feel guilty for her passing away. I don't know if hell is real or not, but I hope James ends up there for what he has caused. Update. Had a meeting with the funeral home today. She already set most everything up and paid for it a little over a week ago. We are having a memorial service at my in-laws' house on Wednesday. Her ashes will need to be picked up in a few days. I have a grief counseling session on Friday morning. Relevant comments. I'm sorry for your loss. Did she ever admit to cheating? I might have missed it. OP, a week or so ago, my mother called me and confirmed she was almost 3 months pregnant. So that confirmed she was sleeping with him when I was away for 6 weeks. Comment, wait a second, she was taking care of a friend with cancer and you lost your shit over it, causing a divorce, and that plunged her probably into a depression and she took her life. Sounds like you were the problem here, not so much her? OP, not exactly. She hit the pause button on our marriage so she could play house with him while I was on a training mission in California. Without informing me. Was pregnant with his child when I came back and wasn't going to tell me. If it wasn't for the stupid tattoo she got with his name, I might have fallen for it. And slept with her, and she would have had me raise his child as my own. Comment, oh what a jerk. I'm so sorry. Now I think your wife committed self-delete to join him in the other life. Probably both went to hell for their selfishness. OP, I'm not sure if he has passed or not. Pretty much left and crawled under a rock for the last few weeks. Comment, I was wondering if James was still alive. Did you say how your wife, how do I ask without sounding rude, passed away? OP, found out she wrote 10 letters to different people, including me. Then, she emptied the medicine cabinet while her family was out. They came home, and she was in her bed and had passed away. Comment, what was the nature of her relationship with him? Was she giving him palliative care or having an affair with him? OP, he was still active as an up and around, hell as of last week he was still working at the card shop I was told. So we'll say an affair. She was pregnant and not by me. So the affair thing answered itself. In hindsight, the day I came back from training her behaving like a cat in heat makes sense now. She knew what she did and was going to dupe me into raising his kid.